Okay students, so welcome you all. In today's session we will be talking about students 5 very important questions from your our environment chapter that have been repeating from many years in the boards. In one or other boards you might have seen these particular questions if you are solving the FAQs. So let's see these questions and talk about their background, their concepts. So very first question that is very important, it is how is ozone formed in the upper atmosphere? Why is the damage of the ozone layer a cause of concern to us? State a cause of this damage. So students, if we talk about this particular question, question is based on ozone layer. Ozone is very important. It cuts off UV rays, ultraviolet rays that are coming from the sun. Okay, and students, we talk about how ozone layer forms. So ozone layer forms like this. One oxygen, nascent oxygen atom will be combining with oxygen molecule, oxygen gas molecule, and it will be forming O3. If we talk about students O3 is going to be the ozone gas. Now when UV rays comes, this ozone gas will be breaking, okay, then it will be again forming O2 and O. In this way the UV rays will be utilized at this place only, and this particular process of formation of your oxygen and your nascent oxygen, okay, then this oxygen atom again will be moving, and joining with the other oxygen molecule, and thereby again ozone layer will be ozone gas will be forming. It means a cyclic process. Okay, so first of all students, you can say we are having your this particular ozone layer, okay, UV rays are coming and they are breaking this ozone into O2 plus O, then this O, okay, then this O students will be combining with O2 back and it is forming again O3. So this process keeps on moving, but ultimately how we are going to benefit it? This particular UV rays, they will not reaching to us because they are very harmful. They can cause skin cancer, they can cause eye disease like your cataract, etc. Right? That's why students, this problem, that is the damage to the ozone layer, will be a concern for us. Now the last question or last part of this question, state a cause for this damage. The causes are going to be students your chlorofluorocarbons that are going to be released from the refrigerants, okay, your refrigerators and like air conditioners, etc. And these chlorofluorocarbons, when they are reaching to the stratosphere where ozone gas is found in a layer form, they are reacting with the this particular oxygen, they occupy this oxygen, okay, and they are not releasing it again for formation of your ozone layer. In this way the formation of ozone layer is going to be hampered, and that can have those many causes, just be the things, problems that we just have discussed, This question students is very important, on ozone. Again and again it is coming in the examination, so be ready about this particular concept. Now the next question students, biological magnification. Students, there is a question in sample paper this year 24-25 that have been released by the CBSE board, having question on biological magnification. This is again very important question. In many different ways question can be framed on this particular topic. In sample paper question is in the form of your a picture is given, then question is asked. Now what is the biological magnification students? The biological magnification students is the process by which the concentration of harmful chemicals, they keeps on increasing, okay, when we are moving from producers to the top your consumers. How it happens? Say example students, we are having this field, okay, and in this field we are having 5 plants, plant 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are putting some harmful chemicals just like pesticides, insecticides, etc. in this field. Say example, the amount of that harmful chemical is 10 milligram. So each plant will be having 2 milligram of this particular harmful chemical, okay. So 2 milligram with this plant, 2 milligram with this plant, 2 milligram with this plant, and so on. But students, when a grasshopper or we can say some herbivore, when it will be eating more than one plant. Say example, that herbivore is eating 2 plants. So that particular herbivore, okay, that is going to be your primary consumer, it will be having 4 milligram, okay, because this primary consumer is eating 2 plants. Each plant has 2 milligram. So your primary consumer is getting 4 milligram. Say example, now the next trophic level, okay, some your carnivorous animal is there, that is the secondary consumer. That secondary consumer again students eating 2 herbivores of this level, then that will be having 8 milligram. So what you can see students, this chemical, that is harmful chemical, it is increasing in producers. Okay, if we talk about students producer, it was 2 milligram, but if we talk about your primary consumer, it is 4 milligram, and when we talk about secondary consumer, it is 8 milligram. So this harmful chemical, lethal chemical, is increasing when we are moving in trophic level from producers to the top consumer. And students, we have taken only a scenario in which at each level only 2 individuals of the previous level are eaten, but that is not the actual scenario, right? One animal eats many individuals of its previous level. So this particular chemical that is there in the top consumer, that is going to be manifold, okay, many times more than this level, right? So that is what your biological magnification process, and it is very, very harmful. The top carnivores, they are going to be very much affected, their health is going to be deteriorated, and in many cases they can be dead also if a very large amount of this chemical is reaching to them, right? Okay, now student, next question, what will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level, students? So this you can see, students, in Delhi it was earlier there, okay, so it's a question, there is already a PYQ. So students, the similar question we can see, okay, we are killing all the animals at producer level, we are killing all the animals at secondary consumer level. You will be given a chain, food chain, in which like question will be like that, we are killing all the animals of this level. So students, answer is going to be similar only, right? Now what you can see, what will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level? So students, first of all, if we talk about, right, that whole trophic level, it is supporting that whole food chain, it is eating, okay, the animals of the previous particular trophic level, and they are food for the next trophic level. So what will happen, the previous trophic level organisms, they will increase, right, okay, uncontrollably, because this level is eating them, right? So there is no one to eat them, there is no one to destruct them naturally, so they will keeps on increasing, and they occupy a very large particular, you can say, area on this earth. And if we talk about the next trophic level, they will not get food, so they will also die. So, and if the previous level is increasing, okay, up to a certain level, that particular trophic level can increase. After that, because of lack of resources, because of lack of stability, that particular level will also die. So ultimately, students, if you see, the population of the organism in the previous trophic level will increase initially. Later, definitely, due to the imbalance in the ecosystem, they will also die. The organism in the next trophic level, they will not get food and they have to migrate, or else they will die, right? It will cause an ecological imbalance of the food chain, right? So this question, students, is also very important. In many forms this question can be asked. It has already been asked in your previous particular examinations, so be ready for this type of question. Next question, students, what is trophic level? The very simple question. So if we talk about the trophic level, when we talk about, students, a food chain, right, in which one organism is eating the other, and then it is going to be eaten by some other organism, right? So in this whole particular food chain, every step is going to be a trophic level, okay? So that is what the answer. Trophic level is the position that an organism occupies in a food chain where the transfer of food or energy is taking place. Now student, the next question comes out, explain how the movement of the energy takes place from one trophic level to other. So students, there is a 10% law of energy that you will be knowing very well. If we talk about, student, producers are getting 1% energy from sun, okay? So 1% energy from sun your producers will be getting, right? After that, it will be going on 10%. From producer to the primary consumer, 10% energy is moving. From primary consumer to your secondary consumer, again 10% energy is moving. And from secondary consumer to tertiary consumer, again your 10% energy is moving, and so on. If there is quaternary consumer, then again 10% energy will be moving to that level. So there is a 10% law that says that every trophic level will receive 10% energy of the previous trophic level. What about the rest of the energy? Rest of the energy will be used, okay, by that trophic level for its own things, just like respiration, or it will be dissipated in the environment also, right, in the form of heat. So that is what the reason only 10% energy moves to the next trophic level. So these 5 questions, students, were very important questions. Okay, they are repeating from many years in the boards. So be ready, right, for these type of question, because they can come in maybe in some different particular way, different language, but the concept is going to be definitely same, right? So be ready about these questions and prepare well for your exams. So let's meet, students, next wonderful session. Till then, take care, keep studying. Bye bye, take care.